Yo, what's up fam? It's your boy BoltFin back with another video, and today we're talking about something super important, money. But don't worry, we're not diving into some boring textbook stuff here. I'm giving you the 4 easiest steps to start understanding finance, and trust me, it's gonna be fun. So grab your iced coffee, your almond milk, and let's get that financial glow up started. Alright, listen up. The first step to financial freedom, knowing where your money's going. And if you're out here ordering Uber Eats 5 times a week and then wondering why you've got $327 in your bank account, then yeah, I'm talking to you. No judgment though, we've all been there. The only thing worse than cooking for me is having to force myself to go to the grocery store. Set yourself up with a budget, nothing crazy. Just a simple list of what's coming in and what's going out. You don't need to be a finance nerd, just make sure there's some money left at the end of the month for savings or investing. Apps like Mint or YNAB will do the heavy lifting for you. Or just write it down in notes. We're not fancy here. The key is this: control your money before it controls you. And if you've ever stared at your bank account statement like it's an episode of Black Mirror, you know exactly what I mean. Here's where the magic happens, guys, and by magic, I mean compound interest. No, seriously, it's basically wizardry. Imagine you doing nothing and your money working so hard that it makes babies, then those babies make babies, then those babies make babies, then even more babies, and before you know it, you've got a whole money family growing. Let me break it down for you. If you invest $100 and get 10% interest a year, then after a year, you've got $110. But here's the kicker: in year 2, you're earning interest on that $110, not just your original 100. That's compound interest, baby. It's your money working overtime 24/7 so you don't have to. This is why starting early is a game changer. Even small amounts of money can grow into something huge over time. And unlike that iced coffee and almond milk I told you to get, compound interest is actually good for you. Okay, now let's talk about investing. And no, you don't need to be some Wall Street wolf to get it. It's super simple. Stocks are basically owning a tiny piece of a company. You're betting on that company to do well, and if they do, your investment grows. But it's risky. Companies can flop harder than a failed TikTok dance. Bonds, on the other hand, are like lending your money to a company or the government. They'll pay you interest in return, but it's a safer bet. You're not gonna get rich off of bonds, but you're also not gonna lose sleep over it either. I feel like I should put an advisory here. When I say government bonds, I mean governments that aren't like in imminent collapse. Please don't think that Eritrean treasury bonds are a sound investment. So think of stocks as that one friend who's always starting side hustles, and bonds as your friend who got a stable job straight out of college. This first friend might become a millionaire by 25, or more likely go homeless. The second friend won't live in a mansion, but he won't be begging for scraps either. Both have their pros and cons, but you gotta know which one's right for you. My honest advice: if you're young, and you probably are, and if you don't have a lot of money, and you probably don't, then go for stocks. Even if it dips, you've got a whole lifetime you can wait for it to recover. Now let's talk about not putting all your eggs in one basket. You ever see someone go all in on one crypto or one stock and then freak out when it crashes? Yeah, don't be that guy. Diversifying means spreading your money across different things. Some stocks, some bonds, maybe even some real estate if you're ballin'. That way, when one investment tanks, the other ones can keep you afloat. It's like a financial safety net, or if you want to get real zoomer with it, think of it as vibing with different energy sources, some chill and some hype. And if all of this feels overwhelming, no worries, look into index funds. They're like the ultimate cheat code for investing. You got a little piece of everything: stocks, bonds, the works, all wrapped up into one nice, low-fee package. Easy peasy. Okay, so you're hyped, right? You're ready to take control of your money and make it work for you. But where do you go from here? Lucky for you, I've got some resources. I promise that I'm not sponsored. First, Khan Academy. They break down finance in a way that even your grandma could understand. Investopedia. It's like Wikipedia, but for finance. You can search any confusing term and boom, easy to digest info. A random walk down Wall Street. If you're more into books, this one's a classic that'll change how you think about investing. The Essays of Warren Buffett. Tips straight from the goat of investing himself. Now, I know you're thinking, do I really need to learn this stuff? Well, yeah, you do. Here's why. You'll make better money decisions. No more staring at your bank account like it's a horror movie, or even worse if you're like me, just pretending that your bank account doesn't exist. You'll invest smarter. That means your money grows while you sleep. Yes, passive income is real. You'll stress less about the future. Imagine not worrying about rent or bills. Feels nice, right? Look, I'm not saying you need to turn into a finance bro overnight, but starting with the basics now is like planting a seed. You won't see a tree tomorrow, but one day you'll look back and see that you planted a money tree that makes baby money trees, that makes baby money trees, that makes baby. Alright, that's a wrap. You got the 4 steps. Budget your money like you mean it. Understand compound interest. Know the difference between stocks and bonds, and diversify your investments like a savvy investor you are. Learning finance is like playing The Sims, but way more rewarding. Start small, keep it simple, and let your money work for you. If this video helped you out in any way, hit that like button, subscribe for more, and drop a comment below with what you want to learn next. Remember, your financial future is in your hands, so make it a good one. Okay, bye.